let's just go back to the basics and start the stream. An amazing video already. You know, Oompaville, amazing guy.
What's crazy to me is that most people in the world have no idea that this is happening on social media. And I, Mr. Internet Man, number 4,368, also...
You know, I always wanted a Buzz Lightyear toy in that same fucking box, man. This is a cool-ass box.
Had no idea that this was happening until very recently. My friend Mudahar covered this situation, and some others also did.
The scariest parts of the internet are usually right there on the clear web in front of you in plain sight. And usually it isn't until one person shares something with the rest of the world where people start to look into it with closer scrutiny.
This is like PSYOP levels of insanity, ARG.
You know, I always wondered, like, what went through someone's mind to make images like this. Like, had to be just, because it's not even inherently, like, scary. Just like a weird, like, uncanny valley type of thing. That's probably the, like, mindset they go.
Levels of insanity, things that shouldn't be real, but are real, and are set up to be like a horror movie. It's way too perfect for this to be a real thing.
I'm sitting here, filming. Hi, guys.
What the fuck? What? Oh, I don't even know how these people can exist, man. What even is this? Oh, let me get my chat up, actually. I'd feel bad if I had that, one Twitch frog in here pouring his heart out in messages. We're your famous streamer. Oh, I can post videos to my Twitch story, finally. Stream manager. Boom.
Hello? I'm here at school.
But thanks.
Wait, is he actually allowed to go in schools? Okay. I know he's like apparently like in Britain or whatever, but we have like school resource officers in America, at least in most places, most towns, I'd say. I mean, I haven't been to school in like a couple of years actually, so I wouldn't know. This is mainly like high school level stuff. But he was going into like an elementary school where they definitely, like, at least some concern is raised there. Like, there's no possible way that, like, someone like him would be able, well, I don't know, they're, what happened in Texas, but either way, who knows?
To the many efforts of various internet sleuths and the attention of large channels such as Nexpo, Nick
Oh yeah, Sam's Cola sponsor, by the way, this stream.
Crowley, Tuv, and Mudahar. One of the most bizarre creeps, one of the most insane predators on the meta platforms, Facebook and Instagram, has been completely exposed. And over the past 2 weeks, a lot has come out about this guy who has been pretending to be children for years online. So picture this. You're out with your...
I don't know why anyone would pretend to be a child. It is one thing, I guess, to think about being crazy, but I guess you can never think like crazy. I mean, hell, you probably just go crazy trying to find a reasoning with it. It literally, it's just pure, like, just degeneracy is what he's doing, but yeah.
Friends, and you notice suddenly everyone's reaching for their bad habits. You know the feeling, you don't want to be left out. So what if I told you there's a better alternative, my friends, and it's just as satisfying and substantially better to do? To be honest, this is fume.
pausing during the ad, by the way. I'm gonna let it play. I respect other content creators. Whole ads. I'm gonna just let it play. I'm not gonna skip ad. He got paid for this already, technically, but I mean, why not? He did it. He put in the video. He did the effort. I might as well show it.
An award-winning flavored air device that's all about satisfying your urge to but it's guilt-free. There's no batteries, there's no vapor, and there's a bunch of flavors. So many flavors. I love them all. It's an extremely high-quality, non-toxic experience you can enjoy.
Me personally, I never tried this.
And it's just fun to play with. I've had one of my desks. Every desk I've had in the last 2 years, basically, and I have an unlimited supply of cinnamon. That's my favorite flavor. I got a little Q-tip thing. It's on my other one. I got a bunch of these things. The perfect airflow, the incredible attention to detail. This thing is awesome. I love them. They're designed with fidgeting in mind, and it's all, not unhealthy. It's great. And once again, the flavors are incredible. There's a few different versions of the device, the Solano. You can get a Fume base. Fume has already helped over 300,000 people find a better way to break their bad habits, and I think that's pretty honorable, and I'm glad to have been a part of it up until now. And now, guys, it's your turn. Use code OOMPAVILLE or go to tryfume.com/OOMPAVILLE, or just scan the QR code that's on the screen right now, and you'll get a free Fume topper when you order the Journey Pack. Oh, y'all! It's awesome, guys. Use Fume. It does taste actually genuinely really good. Thank you to Fume for sponsoring this video. One important note, a lot of the images and information have been scrubbed from their original accounts and can only be found through the various YouTubers' videos that I mentioned. So shout out to them, and I'll have links to their videos down below. But this is some really interesting stuff. Plus, we got a little bit of eyewitness testimony, which is insane and weird. It all began about 5 months ago on Reddit when a user, numerouscut792, posted.
One thing about Reddit, I think it's absolutely terrible. It is on the level of Twitter now. Or Twitter's really on the level of Reddit. Reddit can be helpful. Honestly, Reddit's like the place you go if you have that niche thing you really want answered. But, like, the actual answer you want without any facetiousness, any malice, any, like, looking down upon for even asking the question, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. And then, the rest is, like, porn, fucking people complaining about how shit their game is, yet they still play it, like, 18 hours a day. I don't know. I will say the tiny little niche on finding like these internet mysteries, like what was the recent one? It was celebrity number 6, I think. Yeah, celebrity number 6 was recently found out. That was literally just like some Finnish company printing out blankets. That was cool, but Reddit is a can of worms. I would not recommend it.
To r/Instagram about creepy accounts pretending to be children. He is quoted as saying, "I came across a wheel randomly, and it led me down this weird rabbit hole of people using AI or dressing up pretending to go to school. They all seem to have high heels on. Check images. Is this an age play thing or something more sinister? Literally anything helps as I keep trying to look for answers." Pretty crazy stuff this guy stumbled on. It's just insane. I mean, I've definitely seen some weird shit scrolling on Instagram.
I'm spending the night in the tunnels under IKEA. Come on in. We got.
I don't know this dude's name. Anytime I open Instagram, anytime, I at least get one of his videos. I don't even know what it is. It's some weird fever dream. I wonder if this dude has had like wellness checks. I'm not saying go send wellness check. Don't do that unless you're absolutely concerned for the person. This guy is clearly just doing, weird content. Don't disturb him. Don't do anything other than just watch. Or not if you don't enjoy that type of thing. But this dude's weird. I don't know. I need to look up his Instagram name. I wonder what his name is.
Gotta get as far in as we can. I'm the pipe guy. I'm working on the pipes. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I'm the guy in the pipes. I fix the pipes. I go around fixing.
Definitely not supposed to be there.
No, I'm under IKEA. I'm the guy who fixes the pipe. I gotta go. I gotta fix the pipes.
But I've got to say, I've never seen
That's some Mario level shit right there. That's some Mario and Luigi level shit right there, buddy. Better go to Mushroom Kingdom.
anything quite to the level of this. What is that? Who is that? The main accounts involved in this are Truth Sticks 11, Girl Chloe 12, and Smart Schoolboy 9. And all of these accounts claim to be run by children, and their parents monitored the accounts. I'll be censoring a lot of stuff in this, by the way, because some of these people are real.
Oh, I know YouTube has a lot of weird stuff uploaded to it, but honestly, like Facebook and Instagram are probably the two weird, like a sea of content, right? Same as YouTube, but it's like not as like YouTube has those niches. I mean, you have trending, you have YouTube gaming, well, the quote unquote YouTube gaming. You have the gaming tab on YouTube, you have music, whatever, and then whatever you watch, there's probably gonna be like the little thing at the top, you know, for the game or whatever subject, you know, your search terms. I mean, like what Instagram has an explore page, Reels. Yeah, like you meant like to find this weird stuff is like it would just have to show up in your explore or your Reels. Like there's no way you as a normal person could actually seek out these type of things. So it's kind of mostly up to moderation to get rid of this shit. And I mean, I don't have any personal experience with that, to be honest, but I would only imagine it is hard on both ends of trying to find, banning the person, getting actual, like, if this was illegal, and then sending all that to law enforcement. Like, it's a whole can of worms, obviously, a whole absolute demanding process, but I don't know. I'm just happy I watch YouTube. I'm just, that's it. That's all I do.
I think so. It's very odd. This Reddit post on r/Instagram did gain some traction, but not as much when a user on r/Internet Mysteries, Maria, inspired by the original post, posted on there and looked into it and found that there was a large community of accounts seemingly all connected that were pretending to be children on Instagram and other meta platforms. This led to a massive search, and what was uncovered was truly disgusting and bizarre and freakish. Firstly, all the accounts appeared to be an adult impersonating a child, and this is evident from the few videos posted on these accounts in which we can hear an uncanny voice that is clearly a man, a mature guy, and not a child. What the is happening?
The boy even shows off his singing in one of the clips.
Now, granted, this is absolutely horrid, abhorrent. No one should do this. No, I'm pretty sure most people don't even think of this, of editing a photo of a child, for one, or underage. Like, usually that's only done in like Hollywood or like tabloid, right? This shit. He had to sit down and do these to individual. He had to seek these photos. Like, there's at least a little bit of work ethic here. I'm not praising it. I'm noticing it, but that's it. I don't know. Like, to even have multiple accounts and setting this up and then going through like every couple days or whatever and making this like story in your mind, like you're obviously mentally ill, like have to be if you're doing this specific subject, but like you gotta kind of hand it to him. He does at least keep some consistency. More than me. Having answers to questions in the classroom is cool, but knowing that the topic is one where advanced knowledge and fulfillment are almost guaranteed, and being ready if other children look to you for tips on how to study it creatively is clever. What word soup? Hmm. Okay, so clearly, oh, I retract all of my good work statement. Good work ethic, not good work. Let me make that good work ethic. Um, yeah, no, it's that's out the window. That was actually bad. That was just trash. That dog shit statement, because why would you put a period and then continue with an ampersand? I know in case English, I'm pretty sure there's only like two situations where you can really do that. And even then, that is grammatically rare, I'm pretty sure. So why would you start with an ampersand? Like, if you're doing this, you know what? You know what? It's role play. He's a kid. That's why. That's why. He doesn't know any. He's still learning. He's still learning.
Though their voice sounds off.
I'm sorry, I can't be serious about this kind of stuff. This is mind-boggling that this is a real thing. Sure, it's a crazy mystery. How has this happened? How are people like this? Furthermore, most of the images posted were edited in some way, and some were edited to be strange in nature, I'll say. I don't want to bring anything too weird into this video. It's going to be difficult, but yeah, they were edited suspiciously. Now, before we continue into the rabbit hole, let us start by looking at some of the accounts to understand the true scope and gravity of the situation. Truthstick11 is our first one. And I want to preface this and once again state that at the time of the research for this video, most of the accounts have been deactivated or completely scrubbed from the internet, meaning that justice is being served and that most of our information is from secondary sources in this video. So once again, check out the links in the description to get the people who, really uncovered this immediately and quickly. I'm not really known for covering things immediately. Truthstick11 would be the first account discovered in this larger network of these strange aliases. And the content posted to this account seemed to follow the day-to-day life of your average everyday schoolboy. This schoolboy had blonde hair, blue eyes, a pale white face, and eccentric.
Like, why? Looking at this is terrible.
Punctuated red lips. The account's owner was supposedly the boy's mother, who chose to stay anonymous, as seen in the account bio. Most of the images posted to the page were strangely edited collages, which were very colorful and saturated and uncanny.
Yeah, truth_sticks_11. Important keys to childhood leadership at school. School isn't a silence game. There are bits of silence and words of childhood. Be tidy when it comes to written ideas. Know what's where in your spare school books and have stickers on the front with the 5 best ideas. Lead with those ideas. Indicate to your classmates when you like to speak during a classroom debate. I blow loud raspberries with my lips and tongue. Or I stomp my feet with my heeled mini school boots on. Or I bounce upon my school chair. Hair all bouncing too. So, like, there's this level of coherency in this man, clearly, where he is able to, like, orchestrate this thing he wants to do. I'm just gonna call it this thing he wants to do. But I can't even possibly think of, like, the last part of that and even quantify that, qualitate, whatever. I don't care. I can't. Oh no, that's just bad. No.
And weird. I don't know what the I'm looking at, but this style is a style that, I'm gonna say it, I don't like it very much, and anyone who does should be hurt. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But isn't it weird that this is a thing? Isn't this strange? It's like some kind of insane, ironic brain rot Sam Hyde bit. I don't know what is going on. The school.
It really does feel like a Sam Hyde bit. He did kind of hit the chord on that one. But yeah, this is like some MDE like type of thing. I don't know why. Yeah, this just feels like a bad skit, man. I don't know.
Boy is never named. We have the name of the account, but the actual schoolboy himself, whose mother is also anonymous, is never named. But he is pictured in two ways in each collage. In the main image, he is always wearing his blue schoolboy uniform and smiling, and his face is distorted, and he never looks the same, which is weird. His lips are always large and red, and his eyes are extremely blue, and his face is very pale. The second image that often shows up is always smaller and way more strange. It is the schoolboy in a strange position, wearing his school
My bad, guys. Putting on my pretzels.
uniform and black high-heeled boots. And the second image is included in almost every single collage that was posted on the account. What? The content of the collages is written from the perspective of an adult. We are assuming it is the mother that wishes to remain anonymous, the mommy. And the content either details the boy's day at school or gives instructions on how to be a good student. And all of the content, written and otherwise, is uncanny and very unsettling. And I don't like it, and I hate this. And a lot of people felt the same, obviously. I mean, this is a weird thing here. As time went on, the collages became more and more bizarre and charged in a certain way that they shouldn't be in relation to a child. Very inappropriate stuff. Odd. Other images on the account are just pictures of the boy in front of various backgrounds in his school uniform, smiling, I guess, if that's what you could call it. I don't know what this is. This is creepy. I've got to say, if whoever is behind this account is actually trying to realistically portray themselves as a young boy, they're doing a terrible job. Holy shit. Never have I had the hairs on the back of my neck stand up more to an image on Instagram. Now, strangely, there are numerous instances of the mom making posts asking their viewers to be cautious of people online. And in one of these posts, we can hear someone speak.
Okay. I don't even understand that part, because I watched a couple videos on this. I watched all the Mudahar videos. I don't understand how you do all of this, and yet you still somehow, like, the one actually good thing you're saying is, hey, be wary of these online predators, especially with children. And then yet it's like wolf in sheep's clothing type of thing, dude. I don't understand, like, why that guy, like, it's like whenever a villain does like a good thing by accident. What even is that? I don't know. Honestly, probably put a target on him for doing that too. Fuck that guy. Honestly, doesn't deserve to at least be walking amongst normal people.
But it is clearly someone doing a voice. It's raspy and sounds nothing like a young boy, or, to be honest, the average mother.
So, that's the account run by a man pretending to be a boy.
The video was created and posted.
What is with that weird squeaky voice? Like, it's obvious he's trying to hide the voice. Oh, what's that notification up there? I know that's Google and you're downloading something. I don't know what the heart means. I think you just got a like on Instagram or something. 4G, so he's in a shit area, obviously. You know, full battery, that's good. But 2 bars, my guy. You do not have good connection.
By the mother for the sole purpose of warning others of a specific user who had been posing as a child online when in actuality he was a grown man who did this in order to get close to and exploit other children across the platform.
This was one of the first real big signs that something was just wrong. And in other posts, the mother would talk about pervy men who stalk children online. And, you know, without the context of what we're looking at, it would appear that these posts are from a mother who's looking out for their child. However, with the context, it would... No, that's not it. That's not the case. This is very strange and odd and bizarre and weird, and I don't like it. And me no like it. And all this would later on be revealed to be an inner lampoon of the monster that operated these accounts. Schoolboy 9. I thought Frankie would freak out if I said that. One of the posts from Truthsticks11 would expose the true intentions of the profile to the internet sleuths who were investigating what exactly was going on. While the exact date of the post has been lost, the post itself is still intact. And once again, the main gist of the post was the supposed mother calling creeps on Instagram, calling out people for stalking children, etc. However, this time, it was about a man posing as a boy online. So upon further investigation of this account, the posts were very similar to Truthsticks and other accounts called out by the mother. So it wasn't long before the dots were starting to connect and people started.
Wait, so he was going on all of his other accounts doing the same thing, right? Like, obviously, like, he was doing the same thing as he was on that Truthsticks11 account. Or Smart Schoolboy 9, you know, whatever. Just... like, why switch accounts? Why have multiple? Why do the same thing across all of them? And why even warn about these, like, creepers? If it's like, it's just wolf in sheep's clothing. Comes back into that. That's weird.
Started to realize that this person was calling out their own accounts and that he was using these accounts, including Truthsticks, to pretend they were a young boy for some kind of depraved fantasy.
These posts would become the crux of the account early on. They would call out this user and their many accounts again and again, eventually going more in depth about what this person would actually do, claiming that they had a strange perversion to dressing up as a young schoolboy. Does he wish he were a young boy in a school classroom, looking nice and being successful at school? Yes.
And this account would only be one of many in a much larger freak-ass network, dude. What is happening? Like some kind of evil PDF spider trying to catch its prey in a web. The predator, in this instance, has multiple accounts used to impersonate children to lure in other children for nefarious reasons, and then other accounts pretending to be mothers and creeps. I mean, what the? The investigation would continue to go on and expand drastically and lead to even more accounts being found. Girl Chloe 12 is the next account we are looking at. This account is the account of a young girl, and the account is being monitored once again by the parents. The main difference between this account and Truthsticks is that there are real pictures of a schoolgirl on the profile. The pictures and videos are edited in the same way, but it's not clearly an adult man pretending.
Oh, okay. So the Truthsticks was like stock image, maybe. I'm going out on a limb saying like stock image, and then this is the one where he started like taking from. Yikes. Asked me to post and said, but she'll say hi when not as busy. What? And it's just the same theme, like, just depravity, man.
To be a child, it is a young girl, a real schoolgirl. It appears to be a real person on the Girl Chloe profile. Like, actually, the first one is just some kind of horror, like, I don't know what exactly is going on here, but it looks more avant-garde, yes, more abstract, whereas this one is like, oh, that appears to be a real person, so we're not going to be showing this one at all. Or there'll be a lot of blurring. But the pictures and videos on the Girl Chloe account are edited in a similar way to the collages and pictures and videos on the Truthsticks account. But this one seemed to have more videos than images when compared to Truthsticks. They share a lot of obvious similarities. The girl never looks the same, and the black high-heeled boots are seen in every single image. And again, this account points out PDFs, and there are many other connections to Truthsticks and the other.
The collective world of depravity. Enough said. Really enough said.
Accounts. Weird. Fortunately, and once again, most of this account is lost, just like Truthsticks, so there isn't much to learn from it. But the next account gives us a real glimpse at the monster behind the screens. Enter Stephanie Schooley and Stephanie Stansfield. Girl Chloe 12 wasn't the only account in which this depraved person who's orchestrating all of this had impersonated a young girl. Before we got into this, while we were researching these accounts, we still had access to an old Facebook. And during our research, it was privated by an individual who operates all of these accounts. They know that their freak world is crumbling with all of this exposure, so they're trying to cover up as much as they possibly can. And a common alias this person uses is Stephanie, and so far, there are only 2 main accounts under that first name. One is Stephanie Schooley, and the other is Stephanie Stansfield. And by the way, these were privated while we were researching this. It's crazy. On the Stephanie Schooley account, you can find a bunch of strange collages with a random girl who used the infamous white face, red lips, blue eyes filter thing, whatever the fuck it is, and also random photos with high-heeled boots. I mean, it's a style. This guy's got his style, his brand that he is just... It's very forward. I mean, it is crazy. This is like CIA modern art psyop shit. I hate this so much. Like, this is nightmarish. This is nightmarish content. I can't, these are going to be seared into my brain. Everyone watching this needs to take some kind of personal day. All right. Take a personal day after this. Chill, relax, go have fun with your family and friends. This isn't always what everyone on the internet is like, but this is a real thing. And that is freaky and scary and extremely concerning. On this account, the predator attempts to appear as a God-fearing student. As you can see, the numerous posts about either going to church or youth summer camp, Bible type stuff.
Oh my god, wait, he was even role-playing church shit? What is wrong with this man? A lot.
This unique spiritual aspect seems to be a favorite for our Stromboli of the situation, our individual, specifically when impersonating young girls. You can see the people that he's pretending to be are listed as being Christian, which is a strange detail to incorporate. He did briefly post on the girl Chloe 12 account that Chloe was a Christian, but not as much as on the Stephanie accounts, as it seems to be a bigger part of their personality. So, very odd. There's even this cryptic video claiming to have taken a brief visit to Sydney, Australia for a church service, and the video of the apparent visit shows no church footage and instead a Photoshop picture of a person. I mean, it doesn't look like any of the other doctored photos in the profile. I don't know what is going on. This is so weird. In other attempts to appear as a young girl, the owner of the account reposted articles and YouTube videos about a singer named Kiki D, who is a famous British singer from the 1970s. I have no idea who the...
That was probably like one of the giveaways. Oh, in 1970s. I don't know. You know, it's like what your mom or dad would listen to. Maybe your grandparents, if they're at least still with the times. This is something that your mom or dad would fucking love.
That is. I mean, that's weird. That's really weird. You're aging yourself, creep. That's not normal. Even Katy Perry would be aging yourself, like that one girl who pretended to be Katy Perry on Catfished. Remember that episode we did? That was funny. That was a crazy plot twist. Holy shit. Now, if you're trying to do this accurately and really convince people, what 13-year-old girl is going to have an artist from the 70s as their favorite artist? That's a bizarre choice. Furthermore, in the post talking about Kiki D, she says her tutor looks like Kiki and that she just finished a school project. And even furthermore, some of the first posts on the account are reposted articles talking about the 2020 Nevada election results. Again.
Okay.
Finished a school project. And even furthermore, some of the first posts on the account are reposted articles.
Okay. As a British man, 1, why care? 2, what would like a 13-year-old British schoolgirl even give a single shit about the Nevada ballots and the voter rolls, and even about Donald Trump? A fucking, well, actually, yeah, you can start drinking at 13. Over in Britain, I don't even know, man. Like, who would care about that? This is like grandfather shit, dude. It's like he just had no personal life, so then he had to go and make fake ones to at least feel connected somehow.
Talking about the 2020 Nevada election results. Again, what 13-year-old British girl is going to care at all about the 2020 Nevada election results? This is strange. So that's just another example. Our next example appears in the real world. This is Stephanie Stansfield, the account of an alleged other 13-year-old girl. All of the same kinds of content are prevalent on the account. However, this account is no longer just an online persona, but one that has been translated into reality. So we don't have access to specific accounts anymore, but we do have numerous archived screenshots and videos of its activity. And in 2018 to 2019, the Stephanie Stansfield persona was extremely active online and in the real world. In September of 2018, the Salmon Youth Center, which is a youth outreach program that has numerous facilities across the UK, it's like a 4-H or YMCA if you aren't aware, they tweeted that Stephanie, age 11, from Doncaster, had sent them a handwritten card and collage. And upon closer look, it is clearly the work of the individual behind all of these strange accounts.
Okay, wait, so, yeah, that's even weirder is that he's, like, doing it in, like, an actual real-life sense. Like, this motherfucker... oh, sending a youth center, like, this is the stranger that drives the white van. This is the guy. This is like stereotype right through and through.
This is like a movie. It's giving me goosebumps. It's freaky as shit. If we look at the contents of the collage and letter, you can see some details. That's right, guys. That's weird. Another strange detail. Firstly, she describes herself as mixed race, which I don't think any child would ever be focused on their nationality, ethnicity, race, or whatever, especially not in a letter to a youth outreach program. That's weird. Secondly, near the bottom, the author talks about how she read about a child named Tashwan Morgan and enjoyed the story. Now, this doesn't sound so bad until you take into consideration all the context and the intent of this freak who is reading and enjoying stories. I mean, it's the person behind the persona is probably not just enjoying and reading it. There's probably something else far more sinister going on there. Something worth going to jail over. Let's just say it that way. And the girl in the pictures in the so-called artwork, once again, very uncanny and wearing black high heels. All these are signs that is the same person who operates all these accounts, is sending these letters, etc. This person is very active and has been for quite a while. Next, at the bottom of the collage, the creator included a creepy detail by creating a fake signature. It reads, Stephanie redacted, school princess, age 11. So yeah, the repeated focus on the age of this fake person, Stephanie, and the school aspects really shows this person's infatuation with pretending to be something that they're not, a child. This is very strange. Literally no child in the world would ever focus on that, but someone who wants to ensure that they are perceived as a child and is very bad at that would. Someone who is depraved and mentally deranged and just gone. Lastly, in the note,
let me get my got a bit of a big head here, guys. So a lot to work with. Lot to work with here. Well, should work. Fuck. A lot of hair here too. Too much.
that was sent to the youth outreach program, it is stated that there was a poem included, but the poem is never shown. And this detail is very important for what is coming next. In the same year, which I'm not sure if it was before or after the letter was sent, Stephanie Stansfield appeared in the Poetry Corner section of the Stratham Society News. On pages 11 and 12, you can see some of Stephanie's poetry, which details her half-brother's account of the area of Stratham in the 1990s. And before the poem, there is an author's bio for the submission to be published, and it is presumed that the author requires a small, about me section. And this fed into our individual's sick, twisted fantasies about impersonating a young child and reinforce their absolutely disgusting and depraved behavior online. But this is not the end. This is just beginning, and there's no stopping it. It's all out there, and it's crazy. By the way, I got information from Doncaster PD that this has been going on since the 2000s and briefly stopped in 2009 to 2012, but then has continued on. And this person has been arrested.
Wait, so he took a 3-year sabbatical for a fucking reason. And I don't know. I hope this dude gets caught. It is actually illegal. And I don't know London rules. I don't know British rules. But as far as police, I don't know how fast they are. But I really hope this guy gets caught. This is. I don't want. I'm at a loss for words, to be honest. I don't know. I know most about this, but I'm still finding like the small newer details. It's just like painting a picture you already just don't like.
A lot of times, and this is not new. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but here we go. We've got another defunct account with pictures that were posted of the perpetrator, and behind all of these accounts dressed as a schoolgirl. So this is Stephanie and everybody else we've talked about today. This is no longer now a persona online. This is a reality that has existed for a very long time, for 24 years. This is Stephanie. This is not Stephanie. Whatever the this person in their mind is Stephanie, and this person posted videos of them eating candy, acting like a child.
I can't enjoy this.
And if you look at these photos, you can see details from them that link up to what we've seen as recently as a few months ago. This is the man behind the account. This is a dude with white face.
I hate to say it, but there's someone worse than Chris Chan. Like, that has an online presence. To be fair, the eyes were on this person early. I wish they were, because he would have been fucking put up soon, man.
Paint on, who wears black high-heeled boots, as seen in every single photo posted on.
Actually, let alone, if this is like a mentally ill person, like say this person was in a institution of some sort, or like is impaired or disabled due to complications at birth, or accident happened when you're a kid, fucking just something. Like, who would have like guardianship over this person? Like, clearly there needs to be some sort of like auditor of your actions if you're going about doing this mystique, macabre creep show of fucking like Photoshop work. This is bad.
Online, his
like not Jeffrey Epstein wouldn't even hire you for graphic design with this type of shit. Genuinely.
lips are red and huge, like in all of the edited pictures of the children he posted. What the is going on? This is so creepy. And as a result of this persona that this person built and sending out the poetry and all this stuff, this person gained the confidence to actually reach out to real children on Instagram through DMs. He was still using.
What the fuck? To even make like a rhyme, a rhythm, a rap of absolute, like, I'm at my wit's end here. I can't. Why? And then you like start messaging random children.
The Stephanie Stansfield time persona
Why?
and trying to appear as a young girl in spite of his vernacular being mature and proper, not that of a child. It's just creepy, dude. So this is the guy. Jump scare. I know. And it is clear that the individual behind all of these accounts is just this man, and he's posing as a child. What is the reason for doing that? Probably so he can communicate with children. I don't know exactly. Some kind of delusion. I'm not 100% sure. What's crazy is we still don't know what he actually looks like. He has got this white face paint and it's just like such a strange fit. The heels, they're next level. What the fuck is going on? Why are you dressed like that, you freak? This is a horror movie waiting to be made in real life. The next account reveals the true identity of our school guy, our schoolman, Smart Schoolboy 9. The Smart Schoolboy 9 account is the most recent and main account that most people are familiar with. If you've seen videos around this entire situation, you've probably heard the name Schoolboy 9. And this account has this guy posting videos.
Bro, think he Cardi.
Directly of him dressed up as a young schoolboy in some kind of Ben Franklin costume. I don't know what this is. He's got a pale white face like that of Revelation and buck teeth like that of someone with buck teeth. This guy's clearly mentally unwell and has posted a ton of strange shit over the years and has done a ton of strange shit in real life. It's absolutely disgusting. This is the man who has been behind all of the previous accounts we've talked about. Stephanie, Chloe, and other little boys online, the moms. He's pretending to be the children. He's writing poems. He's pretending to be the parents. He's producing all this weird imagery, and he genuinely pretends to be a school child on all of these different accounts. He's got braces, wears his little uniform, and he's a smart schoolboy. Plus the poems. There are so many written poems that he's made while pretending to be Stephanie, even putting up the act so hard that he includes himself in every single poem, and all these trace back to Smart Schoolboy. And that's because it's the account he actually posted of himself. I think the creepiest part of his account is he knows what he is doing is bad, so he's projecting it to
Stay safe, stay cool. Don't be dissuaded by creeps. So yeah, are you like gassing yourself up? Like, what's the cover up here to even say this? Like, if this is like a game, right? Like, how are you winning by even taking this stance, this path?
other people. He says, watch out for creeps. That level of self-awareness mixed in with this, in this delusion, there's something obviously mentally wrong, but also a level of awareness, which is rare. Watch out for creeps. What?
I think if you were truly crazy, truly insane, knowing the right thing is different than the actions you will take. Some like there's the whole not knowing the right thing, and then like I don't know, to do this and think it's not bad, you have to either actually be insane or have lived in this sheltered bubble, and then like your parents died or something, and then that's just all you're left with. It's just you and money and a house, and like I honestly I think this dude was probably raised in some basement in Britain, wanted some school life or whatever, and then just always like watched and like learned, like watched movies and shows and whatever. You know, maybe they didn't have. I don't even know. That was a reach. That was Jack Reacher right there. That was Jack Reacher. I don't even know. He, you know what? Creature under a rock. Let's just call him that. Patrick.
What the You are the creep. He knows he's a creep. And he says, in our age group. like as if he's a child. He's not. He's an old man. This guy's obviously been called out a lot online. What do you think someone like this does when he is called out? Well, he says they're the creep and to watch out for them. Genius. Turning the
You have some cool shirts, but I have to wear a school uniform to school. It is nice, but the casual isn't allowed, and it's quite hot here in the UK as the month of June suddenly got warm. Your account is fucking terrifying. Please delete it. Voice&Or 1 is one of my many. Yo, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing where you just called Elma a PDF. That's crazy. Like, actually. Oh, dude, you're fucking creepy, dude. You're insane. It's like, nope, you're a PDF. Oh no, who did that? I think there was a YouTuber that did that. I don't know. Maybe that's a Jack Reacher, but let's continue. Let's stop pausing.
The focus away from himself and onto the dissidents of the smart schoolboy 9 phenomena. It's not going to work on any adult, obviously, but the children, that's what this whole thing is about. It makes him seem innocent to any potential children that are looking at the comment section, or potentially even parents who may read it. Sorry, looking at the comment section, or potentially even parents who may read it. Sorry, idiots. Idiot parents who may read it. They're like, oh, don't worry. This guy's watching out for creeps. I mean, this kid is watching out for creeps. This kid, this child, this young guy, this young smart guy, this young fellow. I ain't never seen anybody look like this. The reverse psychology treatment is a continued and repeated treatment, by the way, even to this day. This guy is clearly disturbed and unwell. I think we've kind of hammered that point home. So who is this man, really? Well, it's David Alter. It's a 59-year-old man living in the United...
Okay, is that actually confirmed? You know, stop pausing the video, you'll find out.
United Kingdom, somewhere around London. We know this from his own posts on his various accounts, sometimes being very specific about where he is. Not really much else is known about him other than a few poems written by him in an article in a newspaper. But David Alter is once again being investigated by the police, which he has been many times, according to my contact, my testimony, my witness testimony. Hopefully they can find this guy again and we can get some kind of press release, because genuinely this is a danger to children. He should not be able to post on Meta. This guy is unwell. He should be handled appropriately. This is not good. No world in which he is allowed to have access to the internet is a good world for anybody. A couple days ago, I got a DM on Twitter of someone who was a cop in Doncaster back in the 2000s. And they were talking about Muda's thumbnail. And they're like, I got some information for Muda. And I was like, actually, you know what, dude? I'll take that shit. This guy saw Muda's thumbnail, this thumbnail, and immediately recognized Alter. And he freaked out. Obviously, he's a cop in the area where this guy used to live. And this is the rest of what he said. When I was in the cops, we knew him as Walter Halter. He used to get arrested on a weekly basis. There's a school in the town center called the Halcrest School, and he used to cover his face in white makeup and dress in one of their school uniforms. We would have to go at least once a week and remove him from the school grounds. The dude was a piece of shit way back then. So back then, he actually had to be removed from schools. And how is he not in jail permanently?
You know, people get on to like Seattle or like these big cities where you can just do like a Grand Theft Auto or like attempted murder and then get out within like the month, right? And face little to no jail time. And even if you, or little to no jail or prison time. And then even if you do get prison, you know, the obvious, like you just get out. You just get out within, like, 4 years for something that you should really be doing, like, 15 for. And it's not even good behavior. Like, I don't understand UK if, like, they know this. I'm like, there's not even like 3 strikes. They had to keep doing it and keep arresting them. Like, there's no preventative measure. The preventative measure is making sure he's just not walking on the streets again. Like, I don't, like, or even like if he's a mentally ill individual, get him help. You are the system. You can get him help. I mean, I don't know about UK health insurance, and I mean, like, yeah, if my fucking hand gets sliced open, I can get patched up perfectly fine. But fucking, I don't know if you have like, he's dropped on his head as a kid, and then now he's psychotic. Like, I don't know if there's help for that. But, like, why is he still walking amongst people?
How is he allowed to still put? That's crazy. This guy's obviously a creep.
Actually, let alone, hold on. You can't even talk shit on social media in the UK. You will be fined, you will be found, and you will be fucked. The 3 Fs. But then this guy, who has multiple occurrences of being fucking weird in public and online, in the UK, in London, and then still is able to walk amongst the humans. Like, I don't understand. Like, this, obviously, outside looking in, I don't know about all the everything in UK. I don't really know much, to be honest, other than, like, Pyrocynical and maybe, the Sidemen, yeah, KSI. That's about all I know. No. Like, Chunks, Philly. God, I forgot their names. I actually forgot their names. I forgot the group name. I feel bad. Man. Oh, it'll come to me. Either way, like, why does this dude... And it's just so much neglect. Even if they know he exists, it's just too much neglect to, like, be past. And this is just Doncaster. I mean, I'd only imagine, like, the fucking heathens of, like, India or fucking, like, what goes on in China. Like, these big population places where there's gonna be more bad people because there are just more people.
And had to be forcefully removed from a school in Doncaster by police back in the 2000s. He's still at it. I mean, how's that even possible? He genuinely believed he was a pupil at the school. The guy had some serious delusions and mental health issues. He disappeared for a few years around probably 2009 to 2012, but I left the cops just after that. He just kind of dropped off the radar. He was a nasty little shit, and he always used to fight us when we went to get him. He honestly didn't believe he was doing anything wrong. And back then, you could count the number of black guys in Doncaster on one hand, so he used to stand out, hence the face paint. He just wanted to be a white school kid. That's new. What?
I'd only imagine pissed drunk coming out the pub. I see some. Okay, let alone Doncaster. I'm a white British man coming out of the pub. I would be surprised, let alone to see an African person there. So just or like I would just be surprised to see any person of color, to be honest, at that time. And then to go and just see, like, he's painting himself white. He's in the school uniform. Oh, wait, no, it's during school. I wouldn't be at the pub. Unless I'm a bum. Okay, I'm a bum. I walk out the pub. Or I'm pissed drunk in public. Fucking, I'm homeless. I see this black guy with white face paint and a kid's school uniform fighting like 2 police officers. I would honestly, I would just laugh my ass off. That would be funny, but if I know that happens like every week, I would just end up getting sad. I'd probably go fight the guy too, to be honest. He's a fucking creep, dude. To keep showing up
He used to get arrested for shoplifting, harassment, and trespass.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Even shoplifting. Hold on. Hold on. Shoplifting. What is he shoplifting? Like crayons, markers, goddamn construction paper, school supplies?
A lot of the PC cops used to give him a pass and just let him off with warnings, but most of us thought he should be put somewhere away from the kids and to be given some help. Big time failure on the part of social services. As far as I can go back, he's been doing this shit since at least 2003 to my knowledge. There's also now a Schoolboy9 Reddit, and one user found a comment made by David on one of his accounts, and he talked to another David about himself. He talks like he knows this person, David Bedford.
Hold on. Your life experience is considerable, David, and as a long-serving minister, you have met plenty of people, taught, counseled, and helped, so you might not quite remember me. I'm also a David. Milton Keynes, summer 1996. I was grateful for your surprise visit. Duncan McLean, I gather, misunderstood the purpose of a cassette tape recording I gave to him, where whilst admitting was good, sounding like someone starting his own church. Not so. So anyway, he arrived with you. He then had to be elsewhere, and the subsequent chat you and I had was good about a number of topics. The area I resided in, Moorfoot in the Fuller Slade, MK11, was one I moved away from too soon, November 1996, and the not-so-nice residents there and in the next area named Woolman's were off-putting. Other areas such as Fishermead and Have I Gathered changed way too much and have moved. A well-run children's center at the end of Moorfoot was added over the years. Not sure if it further encourages single parenting. There's genuine reasons for that, but a choice for some, but is said to offer stability, a place to go, and that's good as the green areas around whilst very nice.
Who was a long-serving minister, and David London talks about how he used to live.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's very nice aren't ideal for every child is learning play space. Lack of shops and too rural, not thought out properly in the initial building of MK were another reason I moved. I regret it, however. Fucking change it, dog. Become a goddamn architect, a building planner, if you hate it. But my main point, as a product of a mixed marriage and sometimes tumultuous early life with parental conflicts that I've not totally gotten over, is to congratulate you and your marriage, you on your marriage. Your wisdom, elegance, and values are noted. You'll no doubt have the odd look from people with prejudice. Of course, God looks at the heart. Race isn't everything. A look on someone's face isn't everything. New creatures in Christ don't focus solely.
Milton Keynes in 1996 and Moorfoot. These are not made-up names. These are average towns of Britain. He talks about some small details and neighbors he didn't like, as well as how a child center was added after he left. It just sounds kind of casual, like he's...
Okay, there we go. Yeah, new creatures in Christ don't focus solely on the physical. The world does that more and more with, amongst good products, some of the most flesh-focused, bizarre, blatantly carnal musical videos ever, best avoided no matter how catchy the song. Christians, however, should find eternal songs, intellect, companionship, blessings, good fruits, shared prayers, shared experiences, sincerity, loyalty, creativity, abundance, and more in each other. It is so good and deserving that you found what you sought. A big clue there, David, that you were indeed all along seeking God and the kingdom first, and were then blessed with the right partner.
An old friend. However, he states something weird and odd and talks about his own life as a product of a mixed marriage and sometimes tumultuous early life with parental conflicts that I've not totally gotten over. I think he mentions this because David Bedford, the other man in the comment, has a mixed marriage also. I thought he was going to say something racist about this because why would you ever even bring that up ever? But he mentions that race isn't everything and that God looks at the heart. He also mentions his childhood, and it's not something that he's totally gotten over, which it could potentially explain a source of some trauma, or maybe reasoning, or the beginning of the reasoning to figure out why exactly he is the way that he is. Strange, he appears so normal when he's not being Stephanie Schooley. But anyways, he's a disturbed man, and from the tons of posts I've seen on Reddit showing how he talks about years ago and trying to reconnect with old people he used to know, it seems he's stuck living in the past. And this would explain why he's trying to revert back to being a child, possibly because of some kind of traumatic childhood. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really give a all that much. I just don't want him to negatively impact any lives of children, to be honest. I'm not a psychologist. I couldn't tell you, okay? I'm really stupid. An old email resurfaced from someone who had talked about him from 1999, and they describe him in an interesting way, but it shows proof that he's been doing this for a long, long time, corroborating what I got from my police friend from Doncaster. They describe him with a severe skin complaint and donning a schoolboy's uniform with ridiculously high girls' platform shoes. There's no one else like that walking around other than this guy, so it's gotta be him. The complaint wasn't about the outfit, but because he was hanging around the bathroom creepily, and he was told to leave by police twice, he still continued to hang around there and watch people. And the man who sent the email is a fellow named Don. He says he saw him again in the checkout line where he was talking to a female cashier, and there were tons of onlookers. And when the cashier asked if he had a club card, he responded, completely serious, "Of course not. I'm only 13. They described him as being about 30 years old and around 6 feet tall with his gigantic high heels at the time. Now, people might assume that this is fake because Gmail didn't come out until 2004, but there's a thing called Usenet, which is old. And I'm not sure if it's real or fake, but there is some level of corroboration from the testimony that I received from the policemen talking about, this happening in 2003, and the age matches up, etc. I'm not sure. Either way, the dude's freaky. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that's, but once again, evidence is incredibly important. So, grain of salt. It's interesting. People were sending emails, though. I'm not super familiar with the timeline of email. I know it's been around since like the 70s or some shit like that, and like the whole @ symbol, and there's ARPANET. In 1994, it became the World Wide Web. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. This just seems hilarious, and I would believe it. Wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of information coming out about this guy. Some of it's helpful, and some of it's not. It's getting a bit out of hand. I've got to say, though, the craziest shit that has come out about David, we have yet to discuss, and it's sort of related. We talked about before how David liked to call out supposed creeps, PDF accounts, but in reality, he was really calling himself out. And this is probably some kind of justification for his actions or something like this to make himself feel better. I don't really know. He's like, I'm bad. I'm good. I'm the bad guy. I'm the good. He's all in his head. He's like both the bad guy and the good guy. I'm not sure. For some reason, being self-aware is enough to justify his own action.
Hear me out. What if he has multiple personalities? What if that's a traumatic response from a childhood event? He's still a fucking asshole. All 5 of them.
In his mind, but in reality, it just makes him look even worse. That's right. Being self-aware of something you're doing does not justify it in any way. You're still doing it. This is where things take a very dark turn. In a PDF call-out post on the Truth Sticks 11 account, David wrote about an account that wanted to cannibalize and K-word children.
Within those eerily familiar expose posts he made on Truthsticks 11, he mentions how this user not only wanted to exploit children online, but they wanted to kill them as well. As he mentions that this user has a clear interest in cannibalizing kids, and even performing ritualistic sacrifices on them. And based on how accurate all of the other exposures are to himself, I have no reason to believe that this isn't part of his MO as well, as crazy as that may sound.
This is very concerning because given our past and our examples that we have to go by, he's probably, maybe, potentially, more than likely highlighting his own account, and it's a way for him to...
I wonder if the Doncaster police looked up like missing children in the area. I wonder, like, will it lead back to that guy? I hope not, but I also hope some people at least find that solace. Like, just to know what happened to him, type of deal. obviously I don't want this guy to fucking do anything. I hope he didn't do anything. But the worst case scenario, you know, like if there is that end to finding that kid, you know, I don't know. It's bad. It's just bad. All of this is bad.
To express his desires without feeling guilt because it isn't directly stating it isn't him. You know, it's like that's how he kind of has done.
Holy shit, that was a bad take I had. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was bad. I regret that one. Okay, yeah. I hope this guy gets put in an institution by himself away from a lot of people. He does not need to even be around someone at all. Like, just by himself in his own head.
Done things up until this point. So why is this any different? I don't know. Let me know down below. There is a video posted by David that appears to show him chasing after a small boy. I don't know if it is actually David. There is some discrepancies here. I'm not sure. It's so hard to tell though. There's a lot of claims and dude, this is such a murky water situation that I have no idea what is going on or what to believe or what's real or what's not. There's a lot of this stuff that just cannot be confirmed or denied, aside from the original post that we saw, that we talked about in the very beginning. So much stuff, it's gotten really out of hand, genuinely. I really don't know. I'm extremely confused, though. All this is extremely confusing. At the end of the day, this all does seem to be some kind of weird game to him. Around the 42-minute mark of the video, there's a young girl who walks in, and he says, "That's me." So, very odd. There are people actively now trolling and communicating with David, which is causing him to go into some form of defense mode. And this means that he's deactivating accounts, scrubbing things, removing pictures, and privating information that could have actually been.
So yeah, if someone calls you out and then you call them a pedophile, like, you can keep going on. But if, like, the multiple accounts messaging you, it's like, that's just having no backbone, dude. You're backing down. I mean, it's good that he is, but I'm kind of surprised. Dude got held to the fire and fucking melted.
Helpful for legitimate investigators of the police, because they'll arrest somebody for nothing over there. And like, I feel like he should really be investigated heavily, you know, the contents of his hard drive potentially, or something like that. I'm not the authority to tell you all what's real and what's fake, but a lot of this has happened and it's real. This is an actual predator, not just an ARG internet mystery. This is a real thing. This is an actual real thing. And now there's people impersonating him, making fake accounts. So who the knows what exactly is going on? I do believe that the fellow that reached out to me is legitimate. I checked out all of his stuff. He has no reason to lie. And he's like an older dude. So, and he's really good at the guitar. So it's like not a big deal, but it's an odd look. And the amount of people that are now impersonating this guy, making memes about it, idolizing him, downplaying the situation, making edits of him. This could be really bad. This could be really, really, really bad. I don't think people fully grasp how disgusting this, he's a predator, how disgusting and horrible this is. He's been arrested many times and removed from school grounds. Like, this guy's a monster. Stay safe out there. If you got kids, do not let them on the internet, and especially teach them the things that they need to learn to stay safe and not be manipulated by freaks. To be honest, it would be hard to be manipulated by this guy. I mean, he's really bad at this, but still, he's doing it, and he's just was able to do it for a long time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, press the like button down below and go to sour.gg, buy some Sour Boys. Go to the Gump Club to view uncensored curse word.
Yeah, that was a good message at the end. You know, make sure everybody that your kids are safe. Don't let them online. And yeah, if there's any creepy guy or whatever, you know, trying to get involved with them, make sure you handle that accordingly, and obviously go to the police first. But you know, vigilante justice doesn't do anyone any good at all.